Hi students, welcome to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. I am Dr. Bhaskar, Assistant Professor of Political Science at Government City College, Nayapul, Hyderabad. Today I am going to explain about the representative democracy. The topic is related to BA first year students, first semester. So, in the earlier class, previous class, I have explained about the direct democracy. So, you all know that democracy is the most modern government. The modern era is democratic era. Almost all countries are following democratic form of government because the modern citizens prefer, shows interest towards democratic government than other forms of government. Those governments are outdated governments. The present citizens preferred only democratic form of government. So, democracy derived from two Greek words, demos, kratos. Demos means people, kratos means power or rule. So, the basic fundamental meaning of democracy is rule by the people. So, the ultimate authority, power can be vested with the people. People played vital role in the democratic form of government, particularly in the government affairs. So, here based on participation of the people in the government affairs, democracy can be divided under two types. One is direct democracy and second is indirect democracy. Indirect democracy is also called as representative democracy. The modern countries are democratic countries. All modern countries except one or two or few, all modern countries are following indirect democracy, representative democracy, because direct democracy is not suitable for modern states, because modern states are largest in terms of both population and territory. So, representative democracy, indirect democracy is very much suitable for largest countries, largest states. In the ancient period, states were small in terms of both population and territory. That is why ancient states follows direct democracy. The present modern states are following the representative democracy. So, what is mean by representative democracy? People can elect their representatives. People can elect their representatives. In turn, representatives can form the government and rule the people. So, on behalf of people, representatives can discharge their duties. Actually, in the democratic process of government, the real power, the ultimate authority is vested with the people, but it is very difficult and almost all impossible to participate in the government affairs by all the people, because government is a group of people in three organs of government, branches of government: legislature, executive, judiciary. Each branch of government consists a group of people. So, that is why people can elect their representatives. Representatives in turn form the government and rule the people. So, in the lawmaking process, in the lawmaking body, there should be some group of elected representatives. In the most of the today's modern democratic governments are representative governments, because the modern countries are largest in terms of both population and territory. In the legislature, executive, judiciary consist a group of people. So that's why this democracy is called a representative democracy. Representatives can play vital role in the formation of government and rule the people. So people can give their authority to their representatives, because in the democratic form of government the real power vested with the people, but in the representative government people can transfer their authority power to the representatives. So that's why this democracy is called representative democracy. So then definitions for representative democracy. John Stuart Mill proposed, means supported, the representative democracy, a limited form of government. He defined indirect democracy or representative democracy as, in a representative democracy the people exercise their power through elected delegates or representatives. Sir John Seeley, democracy is a government in which everybody has share. Just now I explained the real authority, real power vested with the people in the democratic form of government. Many political writers, thinkers define the democracy and also representative democracy. John Stuart Mill, a champion of personal liberty, defined the representative form of government as, in a representative democracy the people exercise their power through the elected representatives or delegates. Sir John Seeley, democracy is a government in which everybody has a share, because democracy, in the democratic form of government the real power, authority vested with the people. That's why John Seeley defined this representative democracy or democracy is a form of government in which everybody has share. So then the origin and evolution of the indirect democracy, that is different representative democracy. In the ancient Greek city states, direct democracy was prevailed. City states are smaller in terms of both population and territory. That's why most of city states followed the democratic form of government, that too direct democratic form of government. Then representative democracy emerged in medieval period. In the 21st century only the representative government gained importance. In the modern era, the modern era is representative democratic era. Almost all countries, 99% countries are following the representative form of government. The matured during the 18th century, means after 18th century, Enlightenment period witnessed the human society, American Revolution, then French Revolution, China Revolution, the glorious revolution of Great Britain. These are all the results of the change in the form of government. People ultimately preferred the democratic form of government than all other form of governments. The all other forms of governments are outdated governments. So the key features of a representative democracy: elected representatives. Citizens can elect their representatives through the universal adult franchise. every modern country provided universal adult franchise to its citizens through the constitution. For example, Indian constitution provided universal adult franchise. Every citizen can enjoy their right to vote in the elections. So, in the representative elections, in the representative democracy, representatives can be elected by the people through their right to vote. Then periodical elections. In the representative democracy, periodical elections means elections will be conducted time by time, means after completion of the term of the legislature or the term of the office, elections will be conducted. There is no question of hereditary system in the democratic form of government. From top to bottom, every representative can be elected by the people. So, that purpose periodical elections will be conducted through universal adult franchise. The age is different from one country to other country to attain right to vote. In India, 18 years. The person should complete 18 years of age to apply for right to vote. The age is different from one country to other country, but no person should not prevent on the name of right to vote on the name of caste, religion, gender, region, language, sex, whatever it may be. Every person, every citizen must complete a certain age should be provided right to vote. So, this is the key feature of representative democracy. Then accountability. In the representative form of government, representatives elected by the people are accountable, responsible, answerable to the people, ultimately people. Actual sense, in the representative government, government means executive can responsible to the house of the people, like Lok Sabha in India, Indian Parliament. Lok Sabha is the house of people. So, the central government collectively responsible, accountable, answerable to the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha also. So, that is also one key feature. Then majority rule with minority rights. No doubt democracy is the form of majority rule in the elections or in the formation of government. Majority is most important. Majority is the most important principle in the representative democracy. In the elections, the candidate got majority of votes will declared as elected. The parties got majority in the elections can form the government. So, majority rule is important in the representative form of democracy. Then the next key feature of the representative democracy is rule of law and constitutionality. Almost all countries follows the rule of law. Rule of law means all are equal before the law and equal protection by the law. This rule means equality before law. Liberty and equality are the two highs of democracy. In the democratic form of government only, both liberty and equality prevails. In all other forms of government, both liberty and equality do not provided to the people. So, that is why the modern citizens preferred the representative form of government or democracy. The working of representative democracy, how the representative government is functioning. Citizens cast their vote to the representatives. These representatives form the government such as Lok Sabha or House of Commons in UK. So, the party gained majority of the seats in the House of People can form the government and rule the people in the representative form of government. The executive, either part of the legislature, means in the parliamentary form of government, executive comes from legislature. Executive comes from legislature. So, in the presidential form of government, both means three organs are independent. Executive do not comes from the legislature. That is the main feature of presidential form of government. But in the parliamentary form of government, there is a undivided relation between legislature and executive. Then the judiciary. The judiciary ensures that laws passed by the legislature within the constitutional limits, because in some countries, for example, in Indian political system, constitution is supreme. In Indian political system, constitution is supreme, because every government, whether it is state government, central government or local bodies, every citizen of this country, organizations, associations must obey, must respect the constitution. The bills passed or laws passed by the legislature, the decisions taken by the executive must obey, must respect to the constitution. So, if any law or resolution passed by the both legislature, means parliament, executive, or that is cabinet, violates the constitution, then judiciary can declare them as unconstitutional and ultra violate. So, this power is called judicial review power. So, judiciary can be provided judicial review. So, judiciary can review the laws passed by the legislature, decisions taken by the executive. So, then the types of representative democracy. So, based on relation between legislature and executive, there are two types of governments. One is parliamentary form of government and the other is presidential form of government. In the parliamentary form of government, the executive is the part of legislature. Executive comes from legislature. Executive is collectively responsible to the legislature. The executive means cabinet will continue in the office up to the majority enjoyed in the legislature, maximum 5 years or 4 years. So, the executive means cabinet is collectively responsible to the legislature, for example, in India and Canada, in Britain. So, these these countries are following parliamentary form of government. The second one is presidential form of government. The executive means president, like example America, because they are following presidential form of government, is independent of the legislature, because executive directly elected by the people in the America. But whereas in India, the cabinet elected by the legislature, people can elect their representatives, in turns form the government. So, there is a separation of powers amongst the executive, legislature and judiciary. Powers can be divided, separated between the three organs. So, American political system is based on theory of separation of powers proposed and developed by the Montesquieu. According to that theory, the powers can be separated from three organs of government. So, presidential form of government is based on separation of powers. The president is directly elected by the people in the presidential form of government. So, the best example for presidential form of government is United States of America, Brazil, Mexico, etc. So, then the merits of representative democracy, why the modern countries are following, 99% modern countries are following representative democracy. Practical and efficient for large population. So, representative democracy is most suitable for largest countries in terms of both population and territory. So, just now I explained the modern countries are largest in terms of both population and territory. So, that is why the most merit, the important merit of representative democracy is it is suitable for the present democracy, the present modern countries. Ensures political stability. Representative government is stable because the government which has majority in the house can be continued up to their maximum tenure. So, that is why political stability is prevailed in the representative democracy. Accountability and responsiveness. In the representative government, government can responsible, accountable, answerable to the people. Then in the protection of rights through constitutional mechanism, rights in almost all modern countries can be provided certain rights through their constitutions. For example, Indian constitution provided some fundamental rights to the people. These fundamental rights are justiciable. Courts can protect our rights. If anybody feels that their rights can be violated by any person or elected government, they will move to the court of justice. Then court can protect the rights of the people provided by the constitution. For example, in India, according to 32 article, Supreme Court can issue the writs. According to article 226, High Courts can issue the writs. Writ is a court order to protect our rights. Court can issue the writs. There are some 5 types of writs are there. Then promotes political education and participation. In the representative democracy, people can educate politically and people can participation in the democratic process, election process, etc. Then demerits. Even though representative democracy is the most suitable form of government for present era, even though all countries, 99% countries follows the representative democracy, there are some certain demerits or criticism on representative democracy. Representative democracy is discontent. Elected leaders may not be reflect the public will. After gained or getting the power, they will continue up to 5 years or 4 years. It is depends on the country's constitution. So, on the name of majority, in the legislature, the public elected government can act as dictatorship manner. So, this is the most demerit, the most important demerit in the representative form of government. The influence of money and media. In the today's political system, money, media, mafia and muzzle are playing vital role, key role in the election system of almost all countries, or particularly in the third world countries, because third world countries are not mature democratic process. So, that is why money, mafia, media, muzzle are playing key role in getting the power in the elections. Then bureaucratic delay. In the representative democracy, bureaucracy played vital role in the day-to-day function of the government and particularly in the decision making. So, the bureaucratic delay slows and the delay in the decision making. Particularly public elected representatives always depends on the bureaucratic. So, then the other demerit is tyranny of the majority. The majority principle in the representative democracy, majority is the main principle that works the government. So, majority, the government having majority can be act as tyrannical, authoritative, dictatorship manner. So, the tyranny, dictatorship or centralization of powers are not good for healthy democracy. Then party policy or politics. In the representative government, political parties played vital role, because in the representative government, political parties can form the government. In the periodical elections, people can cast their vote to the political parties. So, that is why political parties played vital role in the democratic process of government. The representatives may prioritize party over public, because in the elected means the representative democracy, the representatives always act according to the party's guidelines. Then the representative democracy in India, because you all know that according to preamble, no doubt India is a democratic country. Moreover, India is the largest democratic country in the world. So, you all know America is the second largest democratic country. India follows a parliamentary form of government, because our constitution provided parliamentary form of government, because parliamentary form of government is the most suitable government for Indian circumstances. The reason is diversity. In Indian society, diversity or pluralism is there. So, to bring unity amongst the people, representative democracy is the most suitable government for Indian circumstances. Presidential form of government is not suitable for Indian circumstances, whereas in America they are following presidential form of government. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha represents the people and the states respectively. Lok Sabha is also called as House of People, because Lok Sabha members can be elected by the voters directly. Rajya Sabha members, because Rajya Sabha is representing the states, that is why Rajya Sabha is also called as House of States. Rajya Sabha members can be elected by the state legislative assemblies, that is MLAs. Then citizens vote through universal adult franchise in Indian political system. Our constitution provided universal adult franchise, means right to vote to the all its citizens. According to article 326, our constitution provided right to vote. The elections are conducted by an independent election commission. So, you should aware about the election commission. Election commission is a constitutional body. The election commission can conduct the free and fair elections in Indian democracy. So, election commission can conduct the elections for president, vice president, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state assemblies, etc. So, in Indian political system, election commission played vital role in conducting the periodical elections. The Indian system also includes provisions for minority rights, federalism and judicial review. Judiciary has judicial review power. Then I would like to conclude my lecture. In the representative form of government balances practical governance with public participation. Not free from flow but widely accepted globally. Globally means all modern countries are following representative form of government. In the introduction I already explained. Most feasible and adaptable democratic model, that is representative government. That is the reason why all countries are following the representative democracy in the place of direct democracy. The success depends on, means the representative form of government, success of the representative form of government depends on informed citizens, transparent institutions and strong constitutional safeguards. Then only the representative government will continue as long as. Thank you very much.